Okay, so you can see I got a couple of things here. I set myself up. If you're doing any toilet stuff, have lots of towels handy that you don't care about getting wet, and something like a bucket that you can catch water in. I've laid something soft down on my floor and then covered it with just a paint drop sheet that I have that I use. And then a garbage bag, which I opened up because sometimes if you're changing the wax ring, O-ring, and the flange pieces, they get quite black and dirty, and you want to be able to, and sometimes the bottom of the toilet can be dirty as well. So I just because I'm by myself and it's quite heavy, I had to take my toilet tank off. So you just shut your water valve off if you've got that, and then you have to unscrew the pump. There's a little bolt that goes at the bottom of the pump that comes out this little hole here on the toilet tank, if you have a tank that comes off. And then you loosen that, because then you unscrew the water plumbing connector. You unscrew that, and then you pull the pump out. Pull the pump out through the tank, and it comes out of that little hole, and then you can take your toilet tank bolts off that unscrew on the bottom. Plus, I also took my toilet seat off because it's just a wooden one and it's a little heavier, and so I was able to just sort of, on something soft, shift it over. It's not too heavy once you're just doing the toilet bowl itself. And I had to dump all the water out, and I had to as soon as I knew there could be a leak and it wasn't very secure on the flange and wax ring, the bolts weren't secure, you're going to end up possibly having a leak if it shifts enough to not have that seal going into the sewage pipe. So you want to shut your water off and then flush it, and do a last flush before you start to disconnect anything, because you'll have all the water coming out of that. So you got to scoop it out as much as you can, otherwise you're going to have a puddle of water flowing out from whatever's left in the toilet bowl. So yeah, that's the next stage. So now that I've got the toilet bowl off, now I'm figuring out why it wasn't secure.